I think first and foremost, I need to state that I enjoyed the episodes. I think both episodes got most fans on the same page. I do still think it would be helpful to watch Rebels before watching Ahsoka, but I also feel like they gave the right amount of backstory so far. I think Filoni's writing did a good job at filling people in the must-known details without bogging down the rest of the narrative. We did learn some new things about Sabine and Ahsoka. If you'd seen my prediction video, then I would like to say I had some things right, and I'm still confident other things will be shown to be correct as well. There was one big thing I did get wrong, but I'll talk about that in a bit. I'll put some stamps at when spoilers do start. I like the story so far. Pacing did seem good, a little slow, but it felt right, and the score was awesome. Kevin Kiner returned to Star Wars to compose and deliver great music. Rosario Dawson was okay, but there was a stiffness about her character. I hope that changes in future episodes. Mary Weinstead was awesome as Hera. Natasha Bordizzo's acting was my favorite of the episode. She is going to make a great Sabine. Lastly, let's get to Ray Stevenson, who I've said in past videos is one of my favorite actors, and he did not disappoint. He was absolutely amazing as always. If there is one thing you can guarantee, that is a hallway fight scene with lightsabers in Star Wars is going to be awesome. Now to start with the episodes, I love that we got a crawl at the start of episode 1 and then it looked down on a ship. It made me feel like old school Star Wars. Then we got a good look at Baylan and Shin as they destroyed some soldiers and rescued Morgan Elsbeth. We then get to finally see Ahsoka, in a scene that gave me real Raiders of the Lost Ark vibes, and I loved it. Really thought it was going to be a Zepho tomb, but we later find out that it was actually a Night Sister complex. Ahsoka retrieves the map that she was looking for that should help her locate Ezra and Thrawn. This is when we get confirmation that Morgan Elsbeth is a Night Sister, as she stands at the site Ahsoka just found the map at. We then finally get to go to one of my favorite planets, and that is Lothal, when Hera tells Ahsoka that Sabine would be able to help her open the map. In Lothal, we get to see a ceremony to commemorate Ezra's sacrifice in saving the planet from the Empire. We also get this weird Sabine running race thing away from the ceremony that I think we could have done without. It could have just went from her not being at the ceremony to her being back home. I just didn't see a reason for that whole scene. But back to some of the plot. Sabine is in fact able to help open up the map, but once she does, she's attacked by some HK droids and Shin. Sabine is then using Ezra's old lightsaber to attack Shin, and she holds her own, but she is stabbed in the side. Ahsoka shows up as Shin escapes with the now open map. I also kind of think it's funny how many people are upset that she survived from being stabbed in the side. While I agree it seems weird that everybody but Qui-Gon can live from being stabbed in the chest, Sabine was not stabbed in the chest. She was clearly stabbed in the side. What do you guys want? Her to lose a hand like everyone else does? We then get Sabine waking up in a medical room as she's healing up from her wounds and tells everyone that she was able to open up the map, but that it had been taken. Ahsoka was able to go to Sabine's place and destroy the remaining HK droid and bring the head back to the hospital. We then cut over to Baylan, Shin, and Morgan at a planet with ruins from a species not from this galaxy, and they're then able to open up the map and see their way to Thrawn. It really did give me real Zepho vibes, but I'm pretty sure it's not the Zephos, since it is stated by Morgan that this is from a species from outside of our galaxy, and I'm pretty sure the Zephos are from our galaxy, or at least the Star Wars galaxy. Sabine is able to learn through the head of the droid that it came from Corellia, and then Ahsoka and Hera head to Corellia. They then discover that hyperdrives are being made or possibly stolen to help find Thrawn. We then get to see Ahsoka fight an Inquisitor while Hera and Chopper, which was also awesome to see Chopper, put a tracker on the hyperdrive heading to Morgan. Then the Inquisitor is saved by Shin. I'll be honest, it wasn't my favorite lightsaber fight, but I still have hope that we'll get better ones in the future. Sabine is somewhat convinced to go back to training under Ahsoka, and we learn that she's not Force sensitive. She may be able to touch the Force a little bit, but she has a very low count. Sabine agrees to join Ahsoka and starts to get her armor ready and then cuts off her hair. It seems that at the end of these two episodes, we kind of get to the point where Rebels ended, minus the fact that it is not Ahsoka the White. This is where I think we'll start to get more new stuff and not a lot of backstory, although I would like to get some more information on why Sabine and Ahsoka had a falling out. Real quick, one more thing, a really small thing, that I did not like about this episode is WTF Ezra. We get all this sexual tension for years, and then Sabine is all about saving him, and in his holo recording he friend zones her by calling her like a sister. Not really sure why I care, but I do. Well, there's my breakdown of these episodes. I know it was a little bit choppy, but this is the first time I think I've really ever done a breakdown. Next week, I promise it'll be better. I hope you guys all have a great day, and may the Force be with you.